Kareem Hunt would welcome a trade to Philly. I gotta tell you, this is one of the moves that make a ton of sense. Dallas still stinks. By the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. So the Kareem Hunt to Philly rumors have only intensified over the last few days. And not only that, Kareem Hunt would welcome a trade to Philly. Now, we're going to get into it in a second. But before we do that, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure to like. More importantly, make sure to subscribe for daily Eagles content, NFL content. You definitely don't want to miss it. We stream every Eagles game. We've done the first 2 preseason games. We're going to do the one Saturday, and then the rest of the way, including playoffs, when we're there, because we're going to the playoffs. And of course, if you've been subscribed for a while, just double check. Double moonwalk check. Make sure YouTube hasn't done any shenanigans or their algorithms hasn't unsubscribed you, because it happens a lot. So just double check. Now, as you guys know, I have been talking about Kareem Hunt for a while. I've been talking about Kareem Hunt and the potential trade for him at some point, I would say up until the trade deadline, because it just makes a lot of sense, okay? And it's not something that I think would have to break the banks of the Eagles. Then, I've talked about it. There's been rumors here and there. Then the Eagles go and they have the joint practices with the Cleveland Browns. You see Nick Sirianni, Kareem Hunt talking. There's pictures on it. Everybody starts talking about, Kareem Hunt, Nick Sirianni talking. And let me tell you, that was no accident that he was talking to Kareem Hunt. Sure, he was making conversation, wanted to be nice. Maybe they're friends, maybe he knows him. I don't know. But he's also feeling him out in some way. And then he goes back and he reports to Howie Roseman. He's a businessman. He's a cannoli eating coach. Of course you're going to say, hey, I was talking to Kareem Hunt and, kid seems like a very good kid. He's talking to him. He's telling me about his family. You feel him out. Then Howie Roseman calculates some calculations of the cornbread, gets on the phone, puts his glasses on, got his pencil, his big pocket pencil protector thing, and he's like, hey, Andrew Barry, I was thinking about the gravitational pull of the Earth by the force field of the magnitudes of 0 gravity by your geocentric location. We should definitely make a trade for Kareem Hunt. It would definitely work by the powers of the angular phenomenon of empty hands. So, you do stuff like that, and then all of a sudden, you got bing, bang, boom. You got rumors, real rumors going on about Kareem Hunt possibly to Philly. Armando Salguero, I hope I said his name right, he reported, Outkick.com, Eagles-Brown trade rumors involving Kareem Hunt make sense, including to Hunt. All right? Including the Philly 500, too. Nick Sirianni, Kareem Hunt, feed Eagles-Browns trade rumors. Cleveland running back apparently welcomes deal. So, the rumors are out there. Even my man Dan Cilio. Shout out to him, Jacob Media. He said this, I believe, Friday. Looks like at Eagles GM Howie Roseman, the little man, and at Browns GM Andrew Berry are talking about a possible trade involving Kareem Hunt. I love it. And listen, I was on his show Friday. He has people within the Cleveland Browns organization that he talks to. They were all in love and just couldn't stop gushing over Devontae Smith. So there's starting to be a lot of fire, a lot of chatter about the possibility. When you start getting it from multiple places, there's a possibility. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen. It definitely has to happen. There's a lot of people who don't think it should happen for many reasons. Some people don't like Kareem Hunt because of the off-the-field stuff. Some people don't think we need a running back. I'm one of those guys that if you took Miles Sanders, you took Gainwell and Ball Scott, and you said all the running backs on our team are healthy right now, I still believe you need to upgrade your running back position. Not in terms, upgrade's the wrong word, okay? Let me rephrase that. Because I think when I say that, people assume that I'm talking about replacing Miles Sanders. I'm not. I'm talking about a complementary back to Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, and Boston Scott. So not so much to improve over Miles, but to complement and round out the running back position as a whole. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I like Miles Sanders. I like him a lot. And I would do this if healthy. Now, if he's healthy, Miles Sanders is 100% healthy, then you don't need a guy like Kareem Hunt. I think you could get by with the guy that gets cut on the final days of cut, somebody off waivers, bring back Jordan Howard. That's fine. That works. But here's the situation right now. Miles Sanders is hurt again. He came out one drive, and he's got hamstring issues, soreness. Now maybe a lot of him sitting out is precaution, but I don't know if you look at the Eagles running backs and you say, all right, week 1, week 2, Miles Sanders ain't playing. I think you got a problem at the running back position. Now, Gainwell and Ball Scott played great last night, and you have a great offensive line. Okay, but I still think you need somebody else. There was I believe it was with Ball Scott. I think it was on the first second drive. I have only watched the game once. I haven't had a chance to go back and watch it yet again. But if you go back, I think it was the opening drive. It was like a 3rd and goal at like the 1-yard line. He couldn't get it in. They had to go for it on 4th down, and then he did get it. But to me, I don't think you have a short yardage, big enough back. I think that's part of the problem. Kareem Hunt is 5'11", 215 pounds. The 215-pound part is the part I care about. The physicality part is the part I care about. So if you get hit, a guy like Kareem Hunt, who I've said this many times, he's a guy that averages 2.8 yards per carry after contact. Okay? So a Kareem Hunt, if a guy like Kareem Hunt, let's say Kareem Hunt himself, came to Philly and complimented Miles Sanders, was a 1-2 punch, and then you add Gainwell and Boston Scott, that's a hell of a core. That is a hell of a core at running back. And I think it's pretty hard to stop, especially when you have an offensive line. Go back. I mean, I have to watch it again, but the first drive the Eagles had running the ball in that game, did you see the size of the holes that offensive line was blowing out? Huge. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you were to do something like that, you would so significantly upgrade your offense, where I don't really think you have much weaknesses. I don't. I do think right now that at the running back position, you need a complementary back, a back that goes with a Miles Sanders, a Gainwell and stuff. Then when you add Miles Sanders injuries on top of that, and the stuff that we're seeing with him right now, then I feel like you really need another running back, okay? And this is not it's not a shot at Gainwell, it's not a shot at Ball Scott, it's not a shot at Miles. It's a opportunity to be a well-rounded in your running game in every situation. Now, would the Browns trade Kareem Hunt? That's the big question. The Browns, they have Watson, he's out 11 games. So you think, hey, listen, this is a team that is going to rely heavy on their run, and that's the way it's going to be. They're going to need all their backs. Well, I mean, that's potentially true. But there's two things I see. One, I think if Kareem Hunt gets traded, it's a deadline trade. It's a trade deadline trade. So, when's the trade deadline? Like week 9? What are the Browns at week 9? If they're kind of out of it, they may look to move him at that point. So the price of him may come way down. Also, if you look at the Browns yesterday, okay, you look at their depth chart. Nick Chubb, stud, right? He's your number 1 back. But Dearness Johnson's good. I mean, I really thought Dearness Johnson, I think he can play. I think he's your number 2 running back anyways. Then you have that kid Ford. Was it Demetric Ford? Kid looks good. Kid looked really good. Even, not Demetric Ford. God, what's his name? Oh, Jerome Ford. I'm sorry. Jerome Ford. But yeah, Jerome Ford, he looked good. And then they had that kid, Kelly Jr. or something? He looked good. I think that the Browns have 3 good backs on that team with Chubbs, Ernest Johnson, and then Jerome Ford. That they don't need Kareem Hunt. I'm serious. I think they got enough running backs to be fine. So they may look to trade him. Now, here's my problem with the Kareem Hunt trade. I can't trade for Kareem Hunt and pay him top dollar. I can't pay him a ton. When I talked about Kareem Hunt trades before, I was thinking, it's a 1-year deal. He comes in, plays out his contract, then he can go wherever he is, but we just get him out of Cleveland because they don't want to pay him. So, and he could come and he'd be happy. But if he has to get a new contract, that could put a big hold on it, because I can't pay a running back a ton of money in today's game. It has to be a really, really special running back. And I don't know that I want to pay him. Now, how much does he want? I don't know. Howie Roseman's very good at working these things out. If let's say Kareem Hunt's 27 years old, if you signed him, let's say if you could get him on a 2 or 3 year deal, then you do it. I would do it. I would pay him upfront money, signing bonus money. I'd give him money like that so it doesn't kill my cap. But if they could do something like that, I think you do it. I think, why not? Kareem Hunt would definitely help this team out tremendously. And that's even if Miles Sanders is healthy. Even if Miles Sanders is healthy, I think you need to do it, or something like it. I still think you need to add a running back on this team. What is it going to cost? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, I think the Browns have 4 good running backs right now. I don't think they need 4 good running backs. So I think at some point they're going to say to themselves, you know what? We're struggling. We don't have our quarterback right now. We're not as good as we want to be. Trade deadline's coming. Let's get something for Hunt now while we can. It could be something like that. We just have to see. But I think if it's the right price, the right contract with a way out, so you're not locked in long term to a big deal, and you can do it, do it. I believe that these rumors with Kareem Hunt are true. I believe that there's too much smoke right now to not have any fire. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to happen. It definitely does not mean it's going to happen anytime soon. But I think something's up. Like I said before, when you have a off season like the Eagles have had, where everything has fell into your lap perfectly. A.J. Brown, Jordan Davis, Kobe Dean, James Bradbury, all the things that have happened for the Eagles that have kind of come their way. I think you got to strike while it's hot. It's like I said, it's like Alice in Chains writing the album Dirt. Should have wrote 90 songs when they were in that groove. When you're in that groove, and every song you're doing, because that album's like my favorite album of all time. But when you're doing you're in that groove and everything you do is a hit. You got to do 80 or 90 90 songs. When the Eagles, they're in the groove where everything seems to work their way. When they need something from a certain position, it comes. You got to jump on it. And that's what I think the Eagles should do, if possible, for the right price, and only for the right price. No matter if Miles Sanders is healthy or if he's not. That's what I would do. And what I would give up? I would give up a mid-round pick. I'm thinking like a 4th-round pick. Something like that. Maybe you throw in a player like Jalen Reagor in a 4th. I would consider that for Chubb, not Chubb, definitely Chubb, but for Kareem Hunt, because the type of backs that you could throw out there with Kareem Hunt and Miles Sanders, Gainwell, Scott would be perfect. What a compliment! What a well-rounded positional piece you would have at running back. So I definitely think the Eagles should do it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections. With that said, take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat. It's how we vision. We're all just living in it. I'm depressed. Today is Monday, and I woke up and realized, damn it, there's no Better Call Saul on tonight. It's over. The show is over. Oh my gosh, this sucks, dude. It sucks. I'd have no idea what to watch now. I needed something. I guess I could watch Cobra Kai. It's coming back on soon, but that ain't like Better Call Saul. There was nothing like it except for Breaking Bad. I need something good, man. This sucks. It sucks. I don't know what I'm going to do. I guess I'm going to write poetry or something. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, mother humper. I don't know. Denzel Washington, out.